I posted yesterday and got so much great support, thank you all for that. I think, however, my post and a follow-up were deleted for some reason. I thought I'd try again with a different handle. Here's what I wrote yesterday, and then the follow-up below. Thank you all again for the support and understanding. I found out last weekend that my fiancé is almost definitely cheating on me, 99% sure, and I have never felt like this. Completely broken-hearted and disillusioned. Long story short, she told me she was going to a concert with her friend. Her friend had scored an extra ticket and asked her. I was happy for her, told her go ahead, have fun. I got a text from a friend later on that night with a "bro, isn't that XXX" message. A friend at the same concert saw my fiancé and her female friend with 2 men. In the pictures, he sent 3, the guy has his arms around my fiancé in the middle of the crowd, and in one they are kissing. Not a friend kiss, either. Lip lock, totally into it. I almost threw up when I saw them. Definitely her, same outfit, etc. And one was a pretty clear close-up of her profile, and I also recognized her friend. I don't know the guy. I was so broken and ill, I didn't know what to do. I left the apartment and just started walking. I then texted a friend and asked if I could come by. He said sure. As soon as he saw me, he knew something was really wrong and sat me down, and I spilled it. I cried, the whole works. He was the best, took care of me, got me drunk and high, and we sat around all night just talking and drinking. I ended up crashing at his place. I wake up, it's a Sunday, I feel like shit, it's already after 10, and I've got a dozen texts from her. Where am I? Why am I not answering? Am I in the hospital? She's going nuts, she says. I just texted her the pic of her kissing the guy, no comment. Then she starts calling and texting non-stop, so I just turned the phone off. I haven't been back to our apartment, haven't talked to her. I blocked her cell phone. I can't even see her. I'm afraid of breaking down in front of her, and I don't want to do that. We were supposed to get married in April, we were knee-deep in planning. She seemed so happy and excited about our future. Now it's all gone. A few friends know and are behind me. Heard through them she is doing everything she can to contact me. She showed up at my work Monday morning, but I refused permission for her to come up. I also leave by the alley entrance because a colleague texted me yesterday she was sitting in her car outside work. I know eventually I'll have to talk to her, if only to get my shit out of the apartment and cancel the lease and all that. But fuck. I am broken. Thanks for letting me vent here. Then I posted a separate update. First, thank you so much to all who gave support, advice, well-wishing, all of it. And also Reddit gold. I was and am overwhelmed not only by all the kind words, but also by the number of people who have had similar experiences. I wish I could reply to all of you, so I hope this is good enough. Thank you. My brother flew in yesterday and got an Airbnb through Tuesday, so I am now staying with him. He is awesome and I am lucky to have him here. As many of you have pointed out, I am lucky to have him, and my other awesome family, as well as a great circle of friends. They have been amazing. You do find out who you can count on when shit like this happens. So, I talked to my ex last night, and yes, she is an ex, after having a long talk with my brother about it. He was there, but gave me some privacy. It was awful, as you can imagine, and worse than I even expected, and I was bracing for it to be bad. As soon as she answered, she started crying, so of course I started crying, and it sucked, because I really didn't want to cry either on the phone or in front of her. When we could finally talk, she just started apologizing and crying and begging me to come back home. I'll spare you all that was said because frankly, it even hurts to write this down. But long story short, when I could get under some control, I asked her who the guy is, what had been happening, and basically said you need to tell me all of it, right now. So she told me her friend, who she went to the concert with, and her boyfriend, who the friend was at the concert with, had introduced them when they were all out in June for drinks and dinner. I was visiting family. She said it wasn't a setup or anything, the guy just happened to be there at the same time. She said he got her number from the friend and started texting her. She said she ignored him, but then answered and they started texting. She kept saying she didn't know why she did it. I fucking hate to even write this. She met him for drinks and they went to his place and had sex. She said they've had sex maybe half a dozen times, all at his place, after I basically forced her to tell me, but not sure I believe that for reasons I don't even want to get into. She was crying this whole time and I could barely understand her, but she kept apologizing and saying she loved me and was sorry. I was literally trying not to puke. I told her I had to hang up and then basically sat there feeling like someone had literally kicked me in the guts. Couldn't breathe, all that. Worst feeling ever. I went and took a walk alone and just zoned out for a bit and then went back and sat with my brother for a bit and we talked and frankly he just sat there hugging me hard. I don't know what I would have done without him there. So yeah. I sent her an email late last night. Telling her I'd be there Saturday with my brother and best friend to get my stuff. Told her not to be there. Told her I had already talked to leasing company. They are letting me out of the lease at the end of October, so told her she can stay there till then, rent is already paid and I will get deposit back too, which is awesome. Told her to deal with any wedding stuff. We have a deposit in on a reception venue that we'll probably lose, I don't give a fuck. I told her I don't want a single thing of ours together, she can keep all that shit. I told her I don't want to talk to her or see her anymore. She replied this morning, but I haven't read it yet, don't really plan to today. So that's where things are. Again, thank you to all of you who have been so supportive. It really means a lot to me.